Hello YouTube, obviously checking in. Now I have level 2 from the first episode on countdown mode with Barry and Natalia. And this run is actually very difficult. It's more difficult than the one we made with Claire earlier. I actually died a couple of times, but don't worry, I removed those parts to save you the time. Um, there are a lot of parts on this mode where you have to make a run for it and just expect to be lucky to reach the other side. You're going to be chased down by monsters, and you're going to get this feeling of anxiety, of survival horror that I have never. It's been a while since I felt that on a Resident Evil game. So this countdown mode actually puts a little bit of, I don't know, desperation. I was about to break my gamepad a couple of times during this playthrough, but alright, let's get to the point. Skip all the scenes and just go to the left on the beach, just as you did on the original campaign mode. I recommend that you pick up whatever you find in these two initial boxes, because even though we have a lot of ammunition, we don't have the luxury to pick it up at the early start of the game. You will find that you're going to be running tight on time upon the very first half of this episode. In here, well, I mess it up in here, and you could just take the other side and go directly to the door. I just wasted a few precious seconds in there. Right, here's your first hourglass. I recommend that you increase the brightness on your game when you're making this playthrough, mostly because with the lamp you can get easily disoriented. Try to dispose of these guys with headshots at best, so that you can get back 5 seconds out of each one of them. Those are 15 seconds on your clock. So if you have a better aiming than I have, then it should work for you. I tried, it didn't work out there very well, at least for me. To be honest, this part takes a little bit of trial and error, because if you're not familiar with the layout of the prison, then it's easy to get lost and stumble into walls, or pick up Natalia when you don't have to.
Why? I'm not scared.
You just let me handle this one.
Oh, and one thing I found, you don't have to be crouching for stealth kills. You can actually just be walking and they will connect, so that's good. I didn't know that, not sure if you did. Now in this part I got terribly lucky, but real lucky, because the monster had to climb that to get me. So just remember, you have to discard 5 guys on this part, not 4, 5.
Can you make it?
As on the previous run with Claire, on this one, running is essential. So whenever you can run, run. Don't forget to pick up the key in this room. Otherwise, you're gonna need to start all over again. Don't forget to pick up the control room key on that room. And in here, you need to switch back to Barry in order to open the door. I thought he will catch up on me automatically, but as you can see, he just was standing there. So once you unlock the door, switch immediately back to Barry and start moving the this thing with rusty things. The thing with rusty things. Okay, we're gonna be naming that the thing with rusty things.
Is this a control room?
Careful! There's something on the floor.
I'm sorry on that, I totally forgot those things were on the floor. So for a long part of this gameplay run, I am Barry's about to die, so I'm sorry for that. You're gonna be running very tight on time on this part. This is the critical part, well, one of the two critical parts of this countdown mode with Barry. Go immediately through this door. For some reason it got stuck if Natalia was not out yet, so just back away from the door and go back in. If you get stuck, make a run for it here. And immediately go for the stairs and climb up on the control room.
What do we do?
You got 30 seconds left. You probably are wondering it's not enough time, but the game is meant to be like this because there are no other hourglasses we can kick on the way. So turn on this immediately and get ready with your magnum because it's going to be a lifesaver here. Go for headshots on every single one of these monsters. If you hit them in the body, they're not going to die. They are very resistant. Go for headshots for 5 seconds out of each one of them. You should end up with about another half a minute of time. Now, very important here, the girl must be carrying a brick automatically for you at this point. If she's not, however, don't worry, there is another brick down there, but it is going to take you a couple more seconds to go and pick it up. The brick is to break that hourglass, which is the next one. However, right there, there is another brick. So if she didn't pick one up automatically and you're running very tight on time, just go for it and go for the brick that is down below. When you move the trap, just wait for Barry, you should see his lamp, and move it back. Immediately switch back to Barry and go for the door. Don't even wait for the animation to complete. If you are with me at this point, then you cleared the first out of two most, how can we say, difficult parts. By now you're probably pumping adrenaline, which is good. You're going to need it for the last run. It's very easy to get lost in the forest, so I'm gonna be pointing out a few markers and indicators that will guide you through. For example, first of all, the lights along the way. Well, this path is the one that you follow up with Claire earlier. Just send Natalie on this hole ASAP and immediately search for a brick up here.
Barry, it's locked. What do I do?
Let's hit the hourglass and open the door.
See anything around there you could use?
The game automatically switches you back to Barry, so just keep going from there. Once you cross the door, try to make a straight line.
Okay.
There's something out there. Stay back. Where'd it go?
I don't know about you, but this part actually was terrifying for me the first time. It's gotta be my favorite part out of this level.
Hey,
When you see the shadow
what's
of the
that?
monster reflecting behind you.
What's wrong?
Although it doesn't make any sense
I think I
because
saw something.
you're never able to see where it hides. It just shows up out of nowhere.
Stay back, Natalia.
Hit the leg, right there. It's the weak spot of that monster.
Well, that's one thing they left out of the brief.
Don't waste your time shooting anywhere else. And use the assault rifle. If you go with the gun, you're gonna take more time. Now, I believe there is an achievement
I don't know.
to complete this part of the
Keep our eyes
forest in
peeled
less than a
in case
minute.
there's more.
So use the lights to your advantage. From this light, make a straight line and you will find the second one. Just try to keep going straight. The lights are going to guide you. Don't even turn to look at the monsters, don't even worry about them. They will try to catch up on you and you will take some damage. However, just keep running. There are between 4 or 5 monsters here on the forest area. Just make a run for it. Keep trying to make a straight line and follow the lights as much as you can. It seems that there is stamina mechanics on the game, so you cannot sprint forever. Barry needs to take a break, and that's actually very, very desperate for me. Because he takes a break almost at the same time that the monsters are catching up on him.
Freaks had some of the
So
same symptoms as Ouroboros.
get ready to die a couple of times on that part.
It's a virus some bad people used in Africa a couple of years ago. Question is, how did it get out here?
Now, for some reason, the game actually tries to help you out. When you're running very, very low on health, there is a big chance that the items that you will find on boxes are a green herb. So use that to your advantage. Doesn't matter if you're dying, just like me, half of the run. Chances are the next box you find or the next item crate you break, it's going to have a green herb. Now, very important, just like in the last episode, it's very important that you make this bomb. It's going to save you from a very, very tight spot later on.
Now we're talking. The radio tower's just ahead.
Now you need to examine the door before doing anything else, so just make a run for it. Of course it's gonna be locked with over 1,000 chains on it.
We're gonna have to smash through the gate.
And immediately turn to your right. This is very important that you memorize this enemy spawn, especially if you're planning on making the invisible run later. Shoot the bottle and once again make a run for it through the woods here. So watch the enemies, they will catch upon you very, very quickly. They are not very proficient at opening doors. See? We got a green herb there. They're not very proficient at following you through the doors, so as soon as you clear a door, you can have some breathing room. Do not hesitate to use the green herbs if you are dying. Once you activate the generator, break that lock, is a quick shortcut, and run all the way back. You need to go back to the cabin. I got lucky on that one. If you're not as lucky to catch an assassination and a stealth kill, just try to go around it. If you evade, you can cross the door easily. Once you activated that, immediately go for these crates. It seems that the enemy is not able to climb them, at least not easily.
Now, huh? Come on, hurry.
Now, you have not died from a heart attack at this point, then just enjoy the final animation. And that's it.
You all right?
That is the very last tight spot that you're going to find. We have almost 3 minutes out of extra time. You get 1 extra minute here. Doesn't really matter. We're near to the end on the radio tower station. And well, from here, that's pretty much it. You are going to need a couple of tries. It took me 4 tries to nail this one out. You're probably gonna need a little bit more like that if you're not familiar with the map. So as I said, try to increase the brightness on the game while you're making this run, because it will help you navigate through the forest. Now, I'll be moving up to the guides for the invisible mode, both with Claire and Barry, so stay tuned for that. Remember to hit the subscribe button for more Revelations 2 walkthroughs, and if you like this video, remember to like this video. Once again, this is Odyssey checking out. Happy gaming over there. See you out there.